Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your monthly love reading of May 2020. So for this reading, I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot and the Psychic Tarot Oracle cards, okay? So I won't take these cards until the end of the reading, so I'll just put them aside. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards. So on the left side is going to be the Divine Feminine energies. And on the right side is going to be the Divine Masculine energies. Now be mindful that this is not gender specific, so it's just related to the energies, okay? So whichever one you resonate is the one that best speaks to you, okay? All right, Scorpio, so let's begin your reading. All right, for the Divine Feminines, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles, money coming in. We have the King of Swords. All right, so let's see for the Divine Masculines. We have the Tower, okay. And, oh, the Ace of Cups. That's interesting. There's definitely a contrast of energies here for the Divine Masculines. We have the Magician, and for the overall energy between both of you, we have the Seven of Cups. All right, so let's take a look. So we start off with the Seven of Wands for the Divine Feminines. So the Divine Feminines are quite defensive at this moment. They're standing their ground, they're defending their beliefs. Looks like they're encountering certain obstacles at the moment with other people, or perhaps with the Divine Masculines. Perhaps she feels a little bit defensive with the Divine Masculine. Perhaps she is trying to prove her point. Perhaps there were some arguments, some tension, and she is not giving up. You know, I feel like I think there was a sort of argument between the both of you, because the Divine Masculine does have the Tower here. So he's quite shocked at this moment. He's going through a lot of shifts right now internally. And in regards to the relationship, perhaps there were some tension, some conflict between the both of you, seeing that things for him are kind of falling apart. Now, I don't know if it's related to the relationship. It could be related to something that's happening in his life right now at the moment. Perhaps things are not working out for him at this time. Perhaps could be an ending of a job, could be the ending of a relationship, perhaps. This could be a divorce, or it could be just situations in his reality that could be kind of ending right now at this time. So this is quite a strong energy, is quite impactful. So the Divine Masculines are going through something very shocking at this time, and it's difficult for them to kind of ground themselves. And the other hand, for the Divine Feminines, for the relationship, they seem to be just a little on guard with people and situations, and kind of being firm with what she's planning to do, and not letting people or situations or obstacles stop her. So there's a lot of strength with the Divine Feminine at this time. Now, with the Divine Masculines, perhaps there could be a certain shock with the relationship as well. Perhaps because of her defensive nature at this time, trying to prove a point, it could be misleading him at the same time. So it could bring some confusion, and it could feel like their relationship could be ending. And that's a fear I feel for the Divine Masculines at this moment. It could be an ego death too, because I keep looking at the Crown. The Crown is kind of a realization about, you know, how certain things need to end. It's kind of like an ego death when we are pursuing something based on ego, right? Based on wrong intentions. Could be kind of coming to the realization for the Divine Masculines at this time. So in her heart space for the Divine Feminines, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now this is a great card, a great energy. This is promising money and abundance coming into the Divine Feminine's life. So she could be working on a project right now, a business, and it looks pretty promising actually. It looks like things will work out for her if she puts in the effort. And she is going through a lot of difficulties right now, perhaps with regards to the relationship with her divine masculine, saying that he's going through a lot as well at his end, could be affecting the relationship. But she's standing her ground and she's being determined, you know. And at the same time, she's also very determined with her projects. So I feel like the divine feminines are pretty focused on their money right now, perhaps signing a new contract, starting a new job. But I feel like it could be a side business as well. But money is coming in for her, or if it's a loan, government loan, that is also promising for this month of May. Now, in Divine Masculine's heart space, he has the Ace of Cups. Now, that's beautiful. So, in his heart space, he truly loves his Divine Feminine. He is very connected emotionally and spiritually with her. Now, if this is the reason why he's going through the Tower moment, it would make sense because perhaps he is coming to the realization that maybe he loves his Divine Feminine. Perhaps he is still in a karmic relationship, perhaps, and that could be perhaps shocking him in a very drastic level, could be perhaps shaking him in that sense, because he's discovering a sense of love here, you know, divine love, connection, strong bond. So this could be quite shocking. He is very connected with the divine feminine right now at this time. I do feel there's a lot of love in his heart space for his divine feminine. If not, this could probably just relate to situations going on in his life that are quite shocking right now. But in his heart space, he still loves his divine feminine. There's a strong connection that he feels for her. In this case, the divine feminines are mostly focused in their money, in their pentacle, right? That's where her heart space is at this time. Now, how she views the masculine, she sees him as the King of Swords. So she probably doesn't see much of an emotional exchange coming from him, I feel. I feel he is, in her point of view, he is not really giving out the emotion that she would like to receive from him in exchange. So she does view him as the King of Swords, a bit distant, a bit cold, pretty isolated, or just not giving too much emotionally, I feel. The King of Swords is somebody who's very logical, analytical, very in their head, right? Or probably has been hurt a lot in the past that they don't seem to give much of their effort. So she is viewing him like this at this time, which could be throwing the relationship off. And maybe that's why she is not putting her part as well, and could be affecting him in regards to her, because there's deep love for her. But it looks like she is focused on other things, right? Because of the exchange, not giving much. So that's how she views him. How he views her, he views her with the Magician. So what this is telling me is that he's initiating. He's trying to initiate things at this time in order to progress in the relationship, putting things forward, maybe because of this realization with the Ace of Cups that is pushing him forward to initiate on the relationship, to make things better, because maybe perhaps things were rocky in the relationship, okay? So because of his deep love for her, he's willing to put the part, right? Or it could be her probably initiating things. But it's interesting because with her, she doesn't really see the divine masculine putting the effort, but for him, it looks like he, in his point of view, it looks like he is trying to initiate things now, or starting to. Okay, in the overall energy, we have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is suggesting that the overall message between the both of them is that they're both trying to view their options at this time, trying to look for other opportunities around them, emotional fulfillment, and there are options. There are a lot of options out there for them in order to fulfill them. It's more of an exploration. They're exploring their possibilities, both of them at this time, kind of fantasizing, brainstorming, setting forth a vision board, kind of just figuring things out on where they want to head in regards to the relationship or in regards to their life in general, right? So they're both viewing their options at this time, okay? But there are new beginnings for them in regards to business and emotions in terms of love as well, okay? So let's see what the Psychic Tarot has to say for the both of them, for the Divine Feminines and for the Divine Masculines at this time. Okay, we have discontent and boredom. Now I do feel that with the divine feminines, they are kind of giving up at this time. And for the divine masculines, they have spiritual union, so that makes sense. So yes, I do feel the divine masculine is strongly feeling a strong connection with his divine feminine. Okay, there's a strong emotional bond here, strong love. Okay, here you see both of them. This is the Two of Cups, I believe. There is a spiritual union between the both of you. And the divine masculine does strongly feel it with his feminine. There is a strong love, there is a strong bond. So something's awakening. His heart chakra, I think, is bursting out, I feel. And divine love is coming forth. So this is a confirmation that, you know, he is feeling this at this time, right? Which could be quite shocking at the same time, because the Tower is kind of like an unexpected change. So it's very shocking. It just suddenly happens. So it could be regarding his feelings towards the feminine, or it could be regarding his family situation, or it could be regarding an awareness, an extreme awareness that can be very, very overwhelming. So that's what I see for the masculines. For the feminine, I feel like she is a little bit discontent and bored from the situation, because, you know, he's not giving much his part. And maybe that could be what's shocking him. Maybe he can feel that she's pushing away, right? Because there's just such a strong connection here. But he feels that she's pushing away. And I feel it's because of the divine masculines are showing themselves as the King of Swords. So that could be pushing her away, because there is a level of discontent and boredom that she feels in regards to the outcome of the relationship, right? So that's why she is focused mostly towards her pentacles at this time. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this monthly reading of May 2020. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment below. All right, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one. Bye.